Well, this will pee off the eco-idiots. Let's begin. The article says that 3 Just Stop Oil protesters have been charged with aggravated trespass after a pitch invasion at the Lords during the second Ashes Test. Jadit Murray, who is 69, Daniel Kaur, who is 21, and Jacob Bourne, who is 26, are all alleged to have been involved in the pitch invasion on Wednesday during the clash between England and Australia. England cricketer John Bairstow was seen carrying an activist wearing a Just Stop Oil t-shirt off the pitch as activists released their trademark orange powder onto the field. The 3 defendants are due to appear in Westminster Magistrates Court on July the 31st. And Metropolitan Police Superintendent Jerry Park has said, "We will not tolerate any criminal or antisocial behaviour as there are serious consequences for people who engage in criminal acts." And in a statement, Just Stop Oil said that the climate crisis knocks us for 6 as they called on world leaders to take action over the climate crisis. They said that cricket is an important part of our national heritage, but how can we join England versus Australia when much of the cricketing world is becoming unfit for humans to live in? Well, of course, I could be wrong, but in my opinion, this guy probably has about as much intelligence as a paperclip, because the world is a pretty big place, isn't it? And what they seem to be protesting about probably doesn't actually affect as much of the world as they think. But at the end of the day, people just want to enjoy the cricket, don't they? Without the worry of some idiot going on the pitch ruining their game in a way that, in my opinion, would kind of be comparable to going to a strip club and then finding out your dancer is someone like Vanessa Feltz. Or maybe actually Joe Bratt. Oh, I'm sorry for anyone who's eating out there. But anyway, what these guys surely don't really pay too much attention to is how do they actually get to their protests in the first place? Either it's by a big thing called a minibus that presumably itself puts out a lot of these nasty fumes, or separate vehicles which more than likely would put out more fumes than the minibus when added together. I mean, we've often heard stories, haven't we, of people like Sadiq Khan saying how much he wants to protect people's health from fumes or whatever else he says by putting in ULEZ, but at the same time apparently he drives a Range Rover, which from what I remember isn't exactly that environmentally friendly itself. Then again, we've also heard of other eco-idiots doing a similar sort of thing, when they're of course not at a protest, but when they are, peeing off all the drivers and being a bit of a hypocrite. I mean, where is this going to stop? Yes, I know, admittedly, people do have a right to protest, but that must be a peaceful protest, not in a way that's damaging paintings, statues or whatever else, especially potentially changing the outcome of a sporting game, especially if you've got a bet riding on that, because let's face it, even though I myself don't gamble, unless you count the lottery as gambling, which admittedly it is, but I want to be a millionaire, so leave me alone. But just imagine how peed off you'd be if you were winning, but then some eco-idiot done something to disrupt the game, and then you lost your bet, especially if you had a lot of money riding on it. And I personally think there needs to be more of a deterrent to stop people from doing these sorts of things. So I, for one, am glad that these eco-idiots aren't going to be dealt with, but I just hope it will be in a way that will give them their deterrent they desperately need, in my opinion. And the sooner they bring in a ban to stop all these idiots from walking very slowly along the road, the better. Anyway, I'll be back soon, so make sure you click the subscribe button down there so you don't miss my next video. I'll see you in the next one.